take a heavy pan and put it on a low to medium heat and allow it to start heating while you get your soda bread mix ready. So in the bowl I have about 12 ounces of flour, and there's my buttermilk. Now I'm not going to put dried fruit into it because my son is here and he doesn't like fruit in it. So that's basically your dried ingredients mixed together, and I'll add the buttermilk now and I'll show you the consistency it should be because I don't know what the actual quantity is. You shouldn't need to use your hands to mix it. I use a knife, as you can see, and it does the job perfectly well. So this is starting to come together, but it's not quite there yet. Now, so just with using the knife, you can see it's started to come together in a dough, and it's quite a wet dough. So it is. Okay. So plenty of flour, and turn your mixture out. There we are, nice big blob, and you just want to give it a gentle knead. Make sure there's plenty of flour on it so your hands don't stick to it. Okay, I'll have to put the phone down while I do this. You're only needing it to bind it together, not to put air or anything into it because you don't need to. I've just used my hands and plenty of flour to flatten this out, and it's about one man finger deep, as you can see, maybe just a wee tiny bit more. Okay. Now I've cut it into quarters. They're quite large quarters. That's the way we like them here. So it is. You can cut them into whatever size you like. You can cut them into rounds, the squares, whatever. Okay. Now I'm going to put them on the pan, and as you can see, it's quite a soft dough. Okay. In the pan, you can flour the pan a little if you like before you start, but I use plenty of flour on the board, so it's not usually necessary for me to put additional flour into the pan. Never put oil in the pan. They should always be dry griddled. And as you can see, the flame on the pan isn't that high. You don't want to cook them too slow, but if you cook them too fast, they'll burn on the outside and they won't be cooked in the middle. Now that's the original sodas, and the other one has been in the pan maybe just a minute or so, so I like to see how it's starting to rise a wee bit. So you see it's starting to puff up now. So it doesn't take too long to start, and you want to just leave it unstirred for a couple of minutes. Now this one has been on for about 4 minutes, and I don't know if you can see the difference on the camera, but it has started to rise, so I'll just flip it over now. Okay, so there she's flipped over, and we'll allow her about another 4 minutes or so on the other side, and then we'll have a wee look at it. Now it's had about 4 minutes on each side, so we'll just have a look underneath. There you are, look. But now you need to give it a wee tap, and if it sounds hollow, it should be cooked. But I never trust that. You can afford to give it another minute or so on each side if you want to, just to be absolutely sure. But technically it should be cooked when you tap it and it sounds hollow. I'll put it here, see. Can you hear? So I like mine a wee bit more done than that, so I'll leave it on another minute or so each side, and besides, as long as you keep a look at it, keep an eye on it, and it doesn't burn, it'll be fine. So that's the finished soda, and I've left it to cool. If you're not 100% sure, it's the first time making them, I would suggest you can afford to make the mixture a wee bit drier than what I made mine, and it'll still cook fine. So, well, I've just make it a wee bit drier if you feel a bit more confident with it. But as you can see, I'll show you again, you know, it's quite a soft dough. See that? So it is, and it takes a wee bit longer to cook that way than a slightly drier one. If it's a wee bit wetter, it takes a wee bit longer.